that God delivered me from being sexually abused as a little girl. I was sexually abused more than one time. A teacher, and just different times I was sexually abused. So, I mean, it was a journey, but God is so good. He gets the glory. And it's called Deliverance. My life was so empty as a barren womb that just exists with no purpose. Brokenness, despair, sorrow, abuse was buried deep into my subconscious, gasping for air, fighting to surface. I wore a mask day after day, trying to hide the hurt and the pain. I put on a smile to cover the misery and shame until brokenness, despair, sorrow, and abuse joined together and created a seed. This seed purpose was to be planted into the inner being of me. They only had one goal in mind. This was to take on a root. Bitterness was his name. My mind, soul, and body, it wanted to claim. It wanted to defile every ounce of me. At that time, I was blind. I could not see. I thought I had it all under control until bitterness wanted to claim my soul. The hurt grew with intensity inside the walls which housed my soul, until it grew with maturity, which was outspoken and bold. It no longer cared if anyone knew, because it had took root and rapidly grew. Their purpose was to enslave me into a cycle of despair. So it spoke to me and told me that no one cared. It wanted to hold me in bondages and slowly destroy my life. So it reminded me of my hurt that cut like a knife. The images of my past was before me day after day. I tried to block it and hope that it would go away. So I built this wall in my mind to protect my heart, so no one could get in to me and tear it apart. Even if the rain came, it would just roll to the ground, because my heart was protected from every sound. I did not want to let anyone in, not my family, loved ones, or closest friends. I stood at a distance and looked over this wall. If problems came, I was protected from them all. I really thought I had it all under control, but really I was opening the door to my soul and making room for loneliness and guilt. And guilt started saying, it is your fault that you was abused. Then shame was right behind, and it had all sorts of lies to play with my mind. I was afraid to look anyone straight in the eyes, so I looked down, hoping they could not see the hurt that I was carrying inside of me. The load was so heavy I felt it, until one day I got on my knees and I said, Lord, help me, please. This load that I am carrying is too hard to do. Deliver me and make me through and through. And I heard the voice of God so softly in my ear. These words was my breakthrough that I needed to hear. He said, cast all of your cares unto me, for I care it for you. Surrender, and I can make you through and through. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. I said, Lord, make me, because I want to be right. The Lord said that I had to forgive. This is the way that I can be set free and truly live. That all things working together for the good of them that love the Lord, even though my trials seem so hard. He said, if I keep my mind stayed on him, he'll keep me in perfect peace. And to study his word and digest it in feast. I wanted the Lord to deliver me instantly, but that he did not do. He said my heart needed healing from what I went through. He went way back inside of my mind where it all stood still and it was no time. Because deep inside of me was a little girl that wanted to be free. And even though my heart had been broken into 1,000 little pieces and scattered about, the Lord is putting it together again without a doubt. At that moment I was free, and whom the Son sets free, he's free indeed. My body felt light. My soul had mounted up on wings and took flight. Now forgetting those things behind, I press on, singing the words, let the weak say I'm strong. I have been delivered and set free, and through Christ Jesus, I have the victory. And